some love, so some old and the no, and fucking with them old boys.
Welcome to episode 18, and I'm going to start today's pod a little bit different. Dylan, I want you to zoom over here. The past couple of weeks in the pod, I've said some outlandish takes. But I want to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody!
Oh my god. Wait.
Absolutely nobody! I don't regret shit! My team's back up. We'll be back.
Before we get the podcast started, I got a gift for Jared. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back.
Giant ass, gallon-sized baby ball.
I know exactly what this is. He sent me a picture and everything.
Is it a dildo?
Hold on. You can't steal my thing. This is my thing.
He stole it and made it better.
Put milk in it. Put milk in it, didn't you?
There you go.
Get down. My line.
Dude, that was my arts and craft project from
What
today.
are my lines? What?
You're horrible. You're like a minus 150.
Oh yeah. I got my
had to
first.
cut
I
it
got my
out
first
and
bill
tape it on
yesterday.
there.
Oh my god.
$268 going to my student loans.
Water.
Alright, we're starting off.
I apologize for absolutely fucking nobody.
San Fran versus Philly. Going through the notes, the game notes. First one, Luke said something about a slant, so I was like, alright, this game.
Oh yeah, that was the first play of the game. He threw.
I'm gonna keep track of the Brock Purdy slant and how many times he just yeets it down the field. He made it 2 slants and 0 Kobe's before he dies. So,
Did we check? Did you check? Get it checked down? Did you get that? Did you see the little dump off
Andrew,
McCaffrey?
shut the fuck up and check down. Every team does it. I'm tired of this check down
It's
shit.
just you.
It
and
is
the
so your
Chargers.
core.
Every team
You and the Chargers do it so
Every
much.
team does it, and so you don't get your quarterback rocked every play. And for some reason, the 49ers do it, and our quarterback still gets rocked every play.
With the best offensive line in the league, quote unquote, that shouldn't be happening anyways. So I think there's some
I never said
holes.
we're the best offensive line.
I
Did
swear you've said that
Did
before.
I say
I
that?
don't think so. No,
I said we need a whole new one.
No, you said something about.
You said
just
oh, you said Trent Williams.
Trent
Yeah, that's
Trent
what I'm
Williams.
thinking.
That's
We have the
what
dog and
Trent Williams freaking got
No,
that
no.
WWE.
I want
Grab him by the head like the great Khali.
I want to talk
Ah!
about that. I
Throw it
want to
back.
talk about that.
That's an
because
overrated throw. He was a midget.
everyone is shitty on shoulders for that. But if you guys are in a position where your team already lost the game,
No, I respect him.
and somebody doesn't outwin, so guess what happened to Ayuk in that play?
Yeah.
Bro got suplexed onto his skull.
Dude, he dribbled his head like a fucking basketball.
So my boy Trey Williams said, "Hey, this is like over. You're fucking my boy." So he fucked him up. And the worst thing about it is the ref doesn't. The ref would never have called necessary roughness on that if it wasn't for Trey Williams reacting.
Exactly. They get the person who
They
retaliates.
they
In
never
every
would have
sport.
gotten
That's why I gotta keep
justice for Ayuk.
All right. Jalen Hurts bailed out by AJ Brown. Devonta Smith dropped it,
Jalen
and
Hurts
the
bailed out
refs
all
bail him out.
Yeah.
If you ask
Refs
Jared,
bailed
that
him
was
out all
the
game. All game, the rest bailed him out.
Eagles get a momentum.
Every time a referee is mentioned, Dylan gets $1.
Eagles
even
pick
say
up the
ref,
fumble,
you gotta
and the
explain.
momentum bar, the mad momentum bar is way on the Eagles side. 49ers got the shaky screen, and they got the shitty routes that you can't see anything.
You know what the best part about this is, though? The Devonta Smith touchdown didn't count. It was still 31-7.
Yeah, I was just about to say
Changes
that.
the game.
You take away the touchdown from that.
We had our starting quarterback for 2 plays.
It's 24-7.
All right, Brock Purdy's wrist or elbow is being looked at. Instant L if he's not playing. Josh Johnson, XFL legend, LA Wildcats legend, is in the game.
Dude gets fucked.
And then he gets sacked, and then they take a delay game, and then they punt. And then that momentum bar is even further back. Jalen Hurts overthrows somebody by over 10 yards. Nick Bosa needs to drink
Shut the fuck
some
up.
goddamn milk
Shut the
from
fuck
this
up.
bottle.
No.
Wait,
Bro,
Johnson
bro,
was locking his ass
yeah.
up.
Well, it's easy when you're holding him every
Oh my
fucking
God.
play.
Jesus Christ, Jared.
Every play has a hold on it. Every single
It's
Nick
just
play.
block-
Bosa?
it's just
Every
blocking
play is
single-
Bosa. It's
Jared.
the only who can stop that fucker.
Every
The
How else
only
will
way
they
you can
block
stop the
somebody
Bosa is
without
if you
holding
grab him
jersey?
by his pads and hold him.
They
They're so
only
minded
call
they don't call
holding when it's like stopping them from getting a tackle. If
Oh,
you
sorry.
just go like this and they're not moving anywhere, that's not
He
holding.
won't, because
You have to
move.
move. You have to
Literally
move with the player. You
75% of
can't
plays
like.
have hold.
You can't
They
put
only-
your The way you block
No.
is you don't grab your hands on
You
the
know
fucking
how to
head
play
anymore.
one.
You push them. You push them. You don't hold them.
They only
That's
call it
outrageous.
if like
Eagles
they're
O-line
being pulled
was
like
bailed
that.
out. For the number one O-line in the league, they were ball striking quite a bit of times. Talking to you, Lane Johnson.
Wait, I noticed there was like
No,
a
he's
billion
that's
dollar
not
game
really
ball.
false starting though.
Yes, that was Josh
because he's
Johnson
timing
not
it
being
really well.
No, he was
No.
jumping off.
He didn't-
It's like
He didn't.
milliseconds.
So after that delay game number 2 from Josh Johnson, he really wasn't ready to be in this game at all.
Yeah.
Next, CMC is so worth a
These
second,
back
third,
two
fourth, and
guys in the
fifth.
Panthers
You
won that
guys
trade is
gave up way
outrageous.
too much though.
No way!
A second, third,
I
fourth,
think you
and
guys
fifth.
could have gotten.
We have those picks still now.
I think you could have gotten rid of
Do
a
you have a
second
first round
and
pick still? This is
We
the
have- that was
fifth,
for
and
Trey
you would
Lance.
They don't have a. You guys don't have a first for like 4 years.
We have the first next year then, Tom.
I thought you didn't have
We
that.
gave 3 first. The year the trade was drafted, we gave that first. Last year,
Wait,
we
wait.
gave that
You know
first.
something crazy?
And then the year after, we gave now.
can't
this
trade
year-
You
back-to-back
traded
picks?
more picks. Yes, you can.
You
You
can't.
traded more picks for Trey Lance than Christian McCaffrey, and it's not even close.
No, but see, we have more
That's
thirds,
wild.
compensation for coaches.
Lots more
we have more
picks,
fourth,
more
compensation for
valuable
coaches.
picks.
More fifth.
Yeah.
you could have more, but you gave up a little too much.
We did not give up enough. We didn't give up enough.
No.
We didn't give up enough.
Let me rephrase. He's worth that, but you could have gotten it
And
for way
more.
cheaper because of the player itself and the team
Dude,
itself.
when I saw McCaffrey was traded, I thought it was going to be like 2 first-round picks, and
I thought it'd be like a
someone
third
halfway
and a fourth,
decent.
and
No
then I heard a
way.
second, third,
He
fourth.
is
and then
worth.
like, whoa.
He is
The
worth
Saints-
at least 2 first.
the
He's
best.
worth the first,
He's the
but
best
you
running
couldn't.
back in
You
the
didn't
league.
need to get him for that.
Yes, we.
And I can't
The
wait
fact
for
that
you
they
to
don't
get
have
the
the
money.
money.
Yeah.
They don't
Once
have the money.
again.
They need to pay Burns, and he's very injury prone, and that's a tanking
He
team.
has 3
You
years
could have
of deal
got.
still.
You didn't need to give up that much, even though it was worth it to give up that much. That's what I'm saying.
Josh Johnson does good. Luke wins the argument that anyone can run the offense. If not, Baldy wins and Brock Purdy's just, I guess, a little bit of that
Purdy's
guy.
that guy.
And then he got injured and
Purdy's that guy.
Well,
I think
while
I-
Josh Johnson was in,
He was
he
not.
showed 0 flashes
He
of
wasn't even
being.
doing that bad, aside from the muff snap. But
And
like,
multiple
Yeah, he was
delay
throwing
games.
some dots. They both
delay
got hurt,
games,
so I think it's
partially not his
undecided.
fault because he said he couldn't hear. I don't know how that works. So
That's called being in the Eagles
Um,
So
stadium.
let me ask you the question now.
probably.
Home field
If we
advantage.
never drafted Purdy and Josh Johnson was our third string this entire season, do we make it as far as we did?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know. You faced Dak Prescott. I think you might have still beat them.
Do you know how we started the season?
You beat the Seahawks. You would've
Niners
beat them
started the
again.
season. We started the season 3 and 4.
You lost.
We
the-
finished
17.
14 and 3. No.
Regular season, I don't
Even
know.
better.
I would say
Yeah.
40 you could have still beat.
4 or something.
I don't know. You did good. You did good.
I thought it was
Brock
12
Purdy
and 1.
is a dog. Prayers up for my man. I hope it's not a year.
It probably will be.
It's
Tommy John's bad.
Tommy John.
You know what's average? Your fucking team. Just like it's irrelevant now. Tom Brady, gone. Irrelevant.
I've been saying this for a while. I don't know why you're yelling at me like something to do with me.
Literally gone now.
Alright, 49ers playing
Belichick
undisciplined.
was
That was ticky tack shit. I mean, there were a couple I agree.
They
The hit after the play, I agree. Feelings are high at that point. But a lot of it was ticky tack. That Jimmy Ward, ticky tack.
Kenneth Gainwell, Miles
I need
Sanders,
a Kenneth Gainwell jersey now.
and the giant killer Boston Scott were all balling. And if you want to throw Jalen Hurts in there for rushing,
Yeah, because he can't pass.
you can throw him in there.
It's hard though. Our defense is on that field more than I could imagine.
And then
Yeah,
delay
you're
game,
tired at some point.
Oh, yeah.
delay game number 3 gets called. Josh Johnson clearly doesn't know what he's doing. This shit is crazy. I don't know what happened here, but I think that's when
That
Josh
was
Johnson
the-
got a
yeah.
concussion. Eagles out here headhunting. All right, so I'm just gonna propose this. I don't believe this is a thing, but
I know.
so you're going to play a team that you clearly know has an average quarterback.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
No,
You're
no,
a
no,
good
no, no,
quarterback.
no, no, no.
Average.
For a playoff team, he's an average quarterback. So you're going in knowing who's their backup XFL legend. All right, you want to play the XFL legend, obviously. So first drive, smacking that fucker's arm. All drive, bang, get him out of there. Josh Johnson comes in. Oh, why not? You're gonna have no quarterbacks to play. How are you gonna play when you're down? You need to throw the ball forwards with no people who can throw the ball. So they kill Josh Johnson, and they have 0 chance of coming back.
I told you, the Eagles
That
are
was
the
a
best
valid-
D-line in the league. And you're like,
You
oh,
were
we're going
too.
Nick Bosa, we're
I
so
thought
much
already
better.
was-
And then you got the ball
Hey,
right down
I
your throat.
was with you, Luke.
I said
was-
the Eagles have the best D line.
In the last
Well,
video,
it's on Reddit.
The play calling shrunk from this to this.
When you have McCaffrey,
yeah.
the play calling's a little
Hand
bit
off.
off it.
Hand off.
yeah, when
Fake hand off. Yeah.
Not a flea flick is.
Zombie Brock Purdy's in.
hey, that's what happens.
He
when
couldn't
they
even
play a
grip
good
the
team.
ball.
Yeah, because when you tear your UCL, like, it's like all
You
this
can't-
up here.
Can't even.
You lose feeling in it. It becomes numb. I don't even know why they put it in.
But yeah, he tried to back
Yes,
out there like
it's
a
right
Call of
next
Duty
to your
zombie.
funny bone.
Eagles are
That was-
massive frauds.
That was me, and I refrained from that. I was just pure anger.
No,
However,
they don't deserve it.
they probably had the easiest playoff run I've seen.
If they
in my
win,
life.
it is
maybe in NFL.
If
history.
they
This is
win,
sad.
it is the worst team to win the Super Bowl
They-
in a long time.
They had
The
like
Chiefs are the best.
You're
team in the
retarded.
season. You know.
what?
Just a statement.
Wait, what did
They
he say?
literally have the best built team ever.
Alright.
Are you fucking retarded?
Name a better team.
Okay.
The best team built ever
Chiefs,
to not win the
Chiefs 2
Super
years
Bowl.
ago. The Bucks 2 years ago. The Rams last year better than this Eagles team.
What about the 2017 Eagles?
Okay. I think the Rams
I-
last year probably.
I think that's it.
That was a
Maybe
one
the
seed
Bucks.
team.
We're talking about
Maybe
history.
the
We're not
Eagles.
even standing out more than
This team-
5
this team
years.
was-
I think this team is better than that Eagles team.
This Eagles team.
This Eagles team is better than that last Eagles team.
All right. I think the
That
Eagles.
is just pure saltiness.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This Eagles team is better than last year's
No.
Rams team.
No, not
That's
not
what
even
you just
close.
said.
No, I'm saying
He said
the last Eagles team who won.
the Eagles
Oh,
team.
okay.
That team is better than this team.
No,
No.
no, it's not even close.
They have an actual
The
quarterback.
only team,
Nick Foles.
the last team that was this bad, 2011 Giants.
Okay, this team is not bad. This is like the best roster in the league. I hope you know that. They've had the easiest schedule throughout the whole season, easiest playoff run in history.
49ers and the healthy.
So yeah, it looks
So,
bad, but
the
they
games-
still have like
the
best
games
roster.
they
49ers
lost
and the healthy.
Well, it's also not their fault that the Vikings fucking suck, and then
Oh, you know there's like an opposite Cousins curse where the last 6 teams to win the Super Bowl lost to the Vikings in the regular season, and the Eagles lost them. So,
Eagles lost to the Vikings. No, they did.
or no, the Vikings lost to the Eagles. The Vikings
So
have
they
lost to the
beat the
Super Bowl winner in the past 6 years, every single
I
year.
also wanted to say.
Inverse Cousins curse.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I wanted
Oh
to,
no! The Eagles are gonna win. No! I don't want the Eagles to
I want to take something away. Last week, I called Trivarius Ward dog shit. Bro walked up.
He's a dog, but then he's dog shit.
He's dog
He
shit.
did. He played good.
The second day, he didn't play as bad as we all thought it would.
I just want to say, Eagles. If you just look at the scores of their 2 games, they have easily just destroyed the other 2 playoff teams that they've played. So just looking at that, they're easily the best team. But then you go into the games and like look at it.
And Hurts hasn't
Giants
passed 25 times either.
Shouldn't have really been there.
It's just running.
Niners had no quarterback for
Josh Johnson,
3/4 of the
baby.
game. So
Huge asterisks on both of those
it's
teams.
hard to decide where they're at.
They're like the best team, but they're also the
So-
luckiest team.
Eagles win that game
Jaguars
38-7. Niners had a good run.
What'd you say, Zulan?
The 3 of the Eagles' losses, 2 of those games, Hurts didn't even play, and 1
The
they lost to the
Commanders.
Commanders.
We're
So
known for ending
Commanders.
they
streaks.
were known for ending streaks. So
All right, Cincinnati versus the Chiefs. Cincinnati's O-line allowing a shit ton of sacks.
Going
Joe
off of
Burrow
that.
was getting
Dude,
fucked.
the
There's
O-line-
no. You go first.
the O-line literally, it would have even been better if it just didn't exist. It was practically like that it didn't even exist.
The only reason why they looked good against Buffalo is because of the snow.
Kind of, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
Hold on.
it is easier to block a pass rusher.
They had the
in
camo
snow.
drip on. That's why.
Bengals fans complaining about the refs and how they lost because of the refs. That's the stupidest thing you could say when your QB's getting sacked 7 times, getting pressured every single play, throws 2 picks.
It ain't
Joe Burrow was also
58's
kinda
fault.
selling
Should not use
It ain't
refs as an
58's
excuse.
fault.
Burrow was kind
Joe
of
Burrow pulling like a bum person.
Burrow was
He
kind of
didn't
selling
play
in the
good.
4th quarter.
They jinxed him really bad.
Oh, we'll get to it.
my
We'll get
God.
to it. I think Travis Kelce is the best tight end
No.
of
No.
all time.
No.
I think that
Gronk Kelsey's still-
if they win this year, it's an argument. But if he
It's
wins the year after that, then
It's still Gronk.
without
Give it a
doubt.
few years,
Yeah,
and I think
it's
he'll
still
probably
Gronk.
Yeah,
surpass.
without a doubt, it's Gronk. It's
However-
not close.
Right now it's Gronk. Yeah.
I think it's close. I think it's closer than you think.
I think it's closer too. And I think
the
it's.
thing.
I think the best tight end. in
But
the
would you
league
rather have a
debate is
fully
closer.
healthy Gronk or?
You
But
can't
how
put
often was he
You
fully
can't
healthy?
put that though. You gotta judge the entire
Gronk-
career.
Gronk
You gotta
is like-
put the injuries into.
Yeah, but he was the most dominant
Here's the
tight end being half injured half the time.
This goes with Kittle as well. Kittle and Gronk. They block well. They don't have Kelsey block at all. He just goes out, gets open
Yeah,
every
he's
single
basically
time.
like a wide receiver.
Am I gonna be the one to say that Kittle is as good as Kelsey? They just don't use him.
I don't think he's
I
better.
agree with that.
It's wicked close.
I agree with
It's
that.
a little bit closer than
We-
people think.
When we started using Kittle at the end of the season, when Purdy lit a fire under Kittle's career again, man.
That's what I will agree
He
with.
fixed
Kittle?
He
I
fixed
agree,
Kittle.
honestly.
We gave him targets because he was a safety blanket. He was the guy that if you don't have anywhere else, give it to it. As Jimmy G says,
I think
Kittle's down there somewhere, and he'll come down with it.
Kittle
He'll
is-
drag your team across the field.
Kittle-
That man is
oh my
insane.
He'll
Kittle
bounce the
is-
ball off his face mask
You
and
guys are gonna
somehow
hate
catch it, and Trayvon Diggs won't hit him for some
You
reason.
guys are gonna hate this. Kittle is the opposite of Eckler, where Kittle people look at him as bad because of fantasy. Eckler, people look at him as good because of
I
fantasy.
agree.
And they don't look at how he actually plays when he has to like block and do that other stuff.
If you
And
take
then
fantasy
Eckler,
out of
I
this-
don't even need to talk about.
If you take fantasy out of this, I think Kittle would be the most liked player in the NFL.
If he already,
I think if you put Kittle
He's
in that,
already up there. People
I
hate him
don't-
because of fantasy.
I don't think a
He
tight
is
end.
a
I don't think a tight
maniac.
end can be that
He
well.
is-
Like,
He is
Yeah.
so like up and like
Yeah,
He
I
was
think.
insane.
he is literally physically insane.
tight ends are way too boring to the casual fan for that.
Yeah,
It would be Jay Jettis.
you don't
I think
this guy.
Joe Burrow's really high too.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's got all those
I
wins,
hate
man.
just the pictures. It's no
People know it's not his fault. He gets sacked a dozen times a game. So
dude, Chris Jones was literally living in that
Should have
backfield.
got the fantasy one.
no,
No.
that's the no.
Yeah.
People are still making that stupid
No.
tape.
Oh, Penny Sewell can
in-
receive it
in
too,
the
man. We
moment-
saw it.
In the moment, they should have taken Penei Sewell, and when they took Jefferson out, Jamar, I was just against it, but I ate my words, and they made it to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
You put Kittle in that Chiefs offense, he's as good as Kelsey, if not better.
Yeah. I think if he was running instead of blocking all those times, he would look a hell of a lot better than people think he
He's
is.
like way better than Kelsey. I'll stand by that.
He's a way better blocker, but
That's basically
Overall,
what separates them. It's just the blocking skills. Kelsey is basically like an extra wide receiver,
Yeah.
and Kittle is an extra O lineman. So
alright, let's continue. We've been on Kelsey for a while.
T.
I've been on
Higgins,
Kittle for a while.
T. Higgins said overdose with a big moss, and
he's a
that
wide
was,
receiver one in
dude,
like
insane.
60% of the NFL
I think
teams. It's crazy.
He's the best wide receiver too in the league. I know people were talking about Devonta Smith all year because
No.
I think he's getting traded.
It's either
he
him.
might get traded.
I think he's getting traded because they have to pay their wide receiver one and their quarterback.
In like
You guys are gonna hate
I
me
think
for
it's
saying
2 or
this,
3 years. They're
but
done.
it's either T. Higgins or Tyler Lockett.
Lockett, no. I think Smith's better.
Are we
than Lockett.
forgetting about the season Ayuk just had?
Jesus
Ayuk is criminally underrated if you ask me, but
Yeah.
I don't
number
think he's better
one.
than
T. Higgins is still better in my opinion.
I do agree.
Ayuk
I
is a better-
see it on fantasy.
Ayuk is a
you
better
fucking drafted
receiver
T.
than Debo.
I saw T Higgins, man. I saw it coming. I took him in fantasy. I took him early.
How many games did T. Higgins miss this year? Did he miss
I
any?
don't know.
I don't think he missed
He missed that one game where like they didn't announce him, so fantasy started him. But aside from that,
Well, while we're on receivers, MVS took entire 19 games, but he finally showed up for the Chiefs.
I had him in the sleeper league for so long. He just
Who would have
shot down.
thought, out of the mid receivers all
And
the
then
Chiefs
Mark
have,
Hayes,
that he would come
hey,
out
All
as the number
days,
one?
Scanley.
Tyler Lockett has more yards and more touchdowns. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's different.
I don't think it's
They were down more, a lot more.
If Tyler Lockett missed like 4 games with a broken hand, so
I'm struggling for notes because this game's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Bengals
I
had
didn't
zero.
know that.
All right, this is when they got the ball with like 2 minutes left, and I was like, "Oh, it's over." Joe Burrow's just gonna drive down the field. They're gonna kick the field goal, go to the Super Bowl. Bengals zero urgency to actually move the ball down the field. The O-line killed them. They punt the ball. Patrick Mahomes is shoved out of bounds at the end of the game.
hey, can we all notice that? Who's the face of State Farm from football?
What?
Aaron
Patrick
Rodgers.
Mahomes. No, Patrick
Aaron
No,
Mahomes.
Aaron Rodgers has been in more commercials.
Guess what stadium they're playing in?
State
State Farm Stadium. Fucking ring.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
This guy, I feel bad for him. Osai.
Yeah.
Not
they-
his fault.
He honestly should have just.
They
It
should
is
have
his
had
fault.
cross
Let's be
No.
completely real.
Let's be
It's his
completely
fault.
real.
That doesn't happen if Joe Burrow doesn't throw
It's his
two
fault, but
interceptions.
they shouldn't blame him because
But
the
that
offensive
dude,
line looks
who
that
was
shit.
yelling at him in the locker room?
So it was like
Someone.
something Pratt.
I see
Jesus
something
Christ,
really
Jermaine
missing
Pratt.
though. Can we talk about the intentional groundings, the comparable?
Oh my god, those were such bullshit. It's like
Yeah.
I know we don't want to
I don't remember what they were, but I
No,
I
remember.
don't know what.
Burrow.
Yeah, it was the
So-
Burrow one where like
the
just
Burrow
spiked in
one.
front of him.
He was getting sacked, like he was about to get sacked, and he like just threw it when Samaje Perine was right in front of him. Hit through the ground, intentional
But
grounding.
it didn't pass the line
Yeah,
of scrimmage. and
next
all the intentional
possession,
grounding.
Patrick Mahomes is about to get sacked, throws it to the ground. Same
Nothing.
way Burrow did.
No, there wasn't even a receiver close.
There wasn't even a receiver close. No intentional grounding.
It was I'm not going to blame the rest of the losses. Obviously, it's.
Officiating this weekend was just
Burrow.
absolutely terrible.
In every sport.
We'll get to
So,
it.
yeah, we'll get to that.
Mahomes finally beats Joe Burrow, so he can stop getting clowned on by mares.
Burrowhead.
All right, this is what I want to get to. Bengals fans jinx themselves so hard over the last week. They were talking so much
They were talking
shit,
so much shit. It's
so much shit. And when you're the underdog, to be talking that much shit, even the mayor, the jabroni mayor, Burrowhead Stadium, Burrow being Mahomes' dad, yeah, you fucked yourself by talking that much shit. Chris Jones played out of his mind, showing why he is
He should be in
number 2 for defensive player.
People-
We'll get
Yeah,
there.
I need to talk about that too.
We'll get there. And then
Wicked underrated.
know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni, is an amazing quote. And I just want to, I'm just gonna
I
steal
want to
it.
bring something up before we go to this next one.
Bring it
Why
on.
did you put that here?
Decide if I feel
Because
goals.
it involved that game was.
All right, can you?
Okay.
No. Speaking of jinxes, to all those Niners fans who wanted to fuck with the Rocky statue,
Oh, yeah.
why?
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Why? It would never end well. Why do you think we're going to be the team that breaks that? It never ends well. Why?
You fuck with Philadelphia.
Leave it alone.
Fucked by Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Jesus. I need some windshield wipers on this shit.
You forgot some.
Yeah. Get that off there.
Alright.
Wait,
Did you
And then-
want to bring up
Well, I
this?
guess we gotta go.
I wrote this next part down too.
wait, hold on.
Is this what you were talking about before with
No, this is
Dylan?
the very end.
Okay.
I think the
Me
last
and Dylan had this conversation.
the last 4 Chiefs Bengals games, I think, were all decided by last second field goals.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Alright. We talked about the pod before, but I'll bring it up again. Kick returners.
Oh yeah, I was here for that.
I don't think
Very
they should matter if you're smart because I would just kick it into the end zone or over every single time.
I think it's they're key.
They're important.
They're important to
I
the
don't think
game.
they should be though.
They are game changers.
The reason
Yes.
why it's not always
That's
kicked
why I
into the
use
end-
that word.
But I want to say something. They're not Hall of Famers.
No.
The
Absolutely
reason-
not.
Sorry,
Alright,
but
so
Devin
I'll-
Hester's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. You can't say
I know he is, but he doesn't
So
belong
stupid.
there. The Hall of Fame is is exclusive. Like
Bro,
And my point to that, best
It
kick
is-
returner of all time. Devin Hester, not even close.
the numbers. Like, I'm not even joking how far ahead he'd be if Tyreek Hill was primarily a kick returner. It would be so far ahead of
It's-
Devin Hester.
it's ridiculous.
But he's not.
No,
Because
the Hall
he's
of
too
Fame-
good.
I think
If
our
you're not a
entire,
good
He's not a
receiver
kick
or
returner.
corner in
I
some
think our
situations.
entire generation doesn't understand how exclusive the Hall of Fame is supposed to be. Like we can't look at a rookie and be like, that's a huge future Hall of Famer. No, the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame is for the best of the best.
Well,
the
that's
players
not
who
like
win the most awards.
Let the
the
guy
players
get
who
his
have
second
the
contract
accolades.
first.
You can be a great player and not be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Going back
It
to
is
like
exclusive.
the kickoff thing, like the reason why you
He's
can't
not
just kick it
receiving.
off into the end zone every time because the weather. Like they would do that every single time if
Like look at those
Every
career
single-
stats. That is
every
not
single
Hall of Fame
stadium
numbers.
is, like, windy.
People do that in 2 seasons.
He's not a receiver.
You see this? Scroll up.
He's not a
255
He's
receptions
not a
for
receiver.
3,311 yards.
He's not a receiver.
People do that in 2
What is
seasons.
he then? Because kick returners.
He's
not
a kick
position.
returner. That is horseshit. He has 0 accolades.
I mean-
He's listed as a wide receiver on the roster.
Hey, bro, don't fix it.
His career.
It's
200
not
yards
my argument. No, that's not there.
He is not belonging in the Hall of Fame. There are so many players who should be in the Hall of Fame
Jared.
that aren't, and he has taken their
Jared,
spot in
Devin
their
Hester
last
has
year
a
of
thing in the Hall of
eligibility.
Fame.
What is it? What is this
He's got
class?
his own-
The Hall of Fame class again.
Who has a
Not
kickoff
perfect.
return in the Hall of, who has a kickoff return in the Super Bowl?
Devin Hester. Cool.
Devin Hester.
One game. You know what, guys? Brock Purdy, he threw 5 touchdowns one game.
You know what?
Put him in the Hall of Fame. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
No, wait. How many people have thrown for 5 touchdowns a game? You know
So put him in the Hall of Fame.
so
One good
many
game,
people.
one good
How
game.
many people have scored a fucking?
99.
Kick return.
He's
He's
a
a
fucking running back.
in the Hall of Fame.
He's a running back.
Did he get one in the Super Bowl?
No, but he's got 2 in a game.
Yeah,
No,
so
I'm
why
talking
not?
about-
Devin Hester actually done
I'm
that.
talking about a
Kick
Super Bowl.
returner should be in there. And now his numbers as a wide receiver. Cordell Patterson should be a Hall of
Look
Famer.
at these stats.
Yeah, he's going
Look
to
at
be.
these
That is
stats.
ridiculous.
These
He has
are
like 2 Super Bowls.
punt
That is-
return
no.
touchdowns.
Connor Patterson's a goat.
4, 3,
You
2.
respect.
Oh, punt returns are so much different too.
Yeah.
You can
That's
have
just because you can
I'm
pin someone with
putting
a
them
punt
together.
return.
You
Punt
can
return
have
can't.
Another thing about returns is the
Kickoff
fact-
returns 2, 2.
When you're alright, so when you're a returner, that's what you start off as a rookie. Like you end up getting promoted. If you don't get
Never
promoted,
elevated.
you're clearly not. You clearly don't get any better at the position you're actually supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
They saw Devin Hester doing extremely well in kick returns, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have
He's
him
a
here
big
primarily.
receiver.
We're gonna have
Made
him
by
doing kick
Keith
returns
Jackson.
over being a receiver on the field."
Or was
He
on
just
the
wasn't
Ravens
that
in
good.
doesn't.
2016.
I'm not taking away from you.
Tyreek
He's
Hill's
a great
first
player.
season.
He was a game changer
Right.
for the.
Revis.
He was a game changer for the teams he played for. He changed the games, but he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame.
Reggie Wayne, Patrick Willis.
But yeah, Tyreek Hill's first season was like he was almost only a kick returner.
Mary McLeod took almost
Oh
all
my
the
god.
But in the Hall of Fame.
49er shows up.
It's the 49ers podcast. You didn't know?
You also gotta like taking a picture like this, the actual like special teams, like the people blocking for you. Like
But what? Put Vince Wilfork is in the Hall of Famer, and this is his last year eligibility.
I don't know. Well, I need to look at his stats.
But no, there are people who are in their last year of eligibility because it's 5 years. You have 5 years to make it, and he is taking up that spot over some of these people. I think it's ridiculous.
All right. Also, I don't think there should be a limit of how many years you're eligible to go.
Yeah, I don't
that's
think
kind
that's
of
wrong.
They should do it like baseball does. If you get a certain amount of percentage of votes, then you stay in for the next year.
I like that a lot better.
It's like the best voting way possible.
The Roy
You shouldn't get
Devin
like
Hester's
too
gonna
old
make it,
to
but,
be in the Hall of
there's
Fame.
so
Like
many
you've been
people
retired for too many years to be in the Hall of Fame.
Even if
The
it's
Roy's been in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe Thomas.
Chiefs,
Ford Holt's gonna make it.
Eagles, Super Bowl. We'll talk about it next week, right before the game.
Yeah.
Last time 2 number 1 seeds made it to the Super Bowl, it was when the Eagles won in 2017 over the Patriots.
Speaking of 2017,
All the fucking sports
Oh,
teams.
talk
It pisses
Dude, the
me
quarterback-
off.
Oh, are you gonna talk about the?
the Warriors
MLB
won it in
bet? I told
2017.
it to go.
They won it this past season.
Astros.
The Astros, 2017 World Series champions, won it last season.
Yeah.
Eagles won 2017. And I
First
feel like
time,
everybody's
you see
just
that
on the
tweet
Eagles
where it was
side.
like, I predicted the next 10 Super Bowls, and it's like
It's fake.
100%.
There's no way.
I checked,
I was
and
gonna
his
say,
account
'cause,
was
like-
made like 3 years after the tweet itself was made.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I saw like the date on it, but it didn't look
Yeah.
like real. But I'm about to say, because it has Eagles.
The tweet
so
was like 2016, and his account was made 2018.
All right. First time 2 brothers have played each other in a Super Bowl.
That's fun.
I really wish the Manny's played
Especially
each other.
Their podcast
they
is
have
going
a
to be
podcast.
so amazing for the next 2 weeks.
There's gonna be so much like shit talking. It's gonna be.
It is better than this podcast.
And then NFL is scripted.
It is
and written.
scripted!
Is this the Arian?
I am tired of
Foster
this!
thing?
Huh?
Is this about Arian Foster?
Yes.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
He can't, Roger Goodell can't keep doing this to me! He can't keep putting my boys in the championship!
What about me? What about me?
What about us?
Dude,
We don't
Roger
want to be
Goodell!
90!
Roger Goodell!
dude, meme pages were fucking feasting off of that.
Yeah.
I was waiting for an error in this one, and I was like, thank God!
The DeMar Hamlin one.
Yeah.
DeMar Hamlin reading his script.
Mike Vick's dog's reading a script in 2007.
All right. We didn't talk about it last week because
Nicole's
we
reading
figured
script.
we'd have nothing to talk about this week. So, everyone, hop on the NFL honors thing we got here.
All right.
So we're gonna go through each one of these, except assistant coach of the year, because who cares? I'm sorry.
I
if
know
you're an
who's winning
assistant
it.
coach in the league, but
There's only one insurance is supposed to leave. I'm just putting out that Nico Ryans deserves it all the way.
Oh, bye
dude's
bye.
already
Bye-bye.
dude's already a head coach, so I guess he deserves it. Nico Ryans.
What's the coordinator? Who we brought in earlier this year?
What team is he coaching?
Texans.
All
So
right.
he's getting half our players with him, but
So, just, if you want, just put an X or write the person's name.
It's
on
gotta be.
everything.
It's
But
gotta be.
coach of the year. Ryan
Oh,
Daboll,
Jared,
Sean
don't even do
McDermott,
it. Jesus
Doug
Christ,
Peterson, Kyle Shanahan, Nick Sirianni.
My pick's not.
All right, there's no way you put McDermott
Well, these are
here.
the only people who can win
Let
it.
me
So.
defend myself.
I don't. Yeah, no. McDermott
McDermott
is
should.
awful.
Yeah.
He's dude. Oh my god, that's.
I'd say my one, Brian Daboll, revived the
Yeah,
team
100%
while
for me.
losing like their, I guess, best offensive weapon. Not Saquon,
Saquon.
obviously. Kadarius Toney trading him away, just
Yeah,
making their
dude.
team worse, and then he just does better. My runner-up, I'd say Doug Peterson.
I
Can
think
we
so.
give my man his flowers?
Yeah.
He has a good
3
team.
separate quarterbacks.
No, I'm saying
you take a team
these
that
two
was dog
coaches
shit.
are
I'm
nuts.
sorry that my coach can win consistently.
No, but I'm
and
saying
that
no.
these ones should
No,
walk in
no,
and change
no,
it around.
A team that goes
He
for
should
a
be a
different
winner for
coach.
having consistency.
Coach of the year is given to the best coach, not the best coach on the best team.
And he has been consistent.
That doesn't matter.
He's a great coach. All right,
No, we're
do that
looking
back.
at-
Do that back.
It matters.
I hate Shanahan,
All right.
You don't like
but he's
Shanahan?
I hate his play calling.
Oh.
No, I'm okay with the plays he designs, but he calls them at the worst time.
This
So-
is. This is.
I
like-
need a
Play caller
separate
just
play
appears
call.
in the playoffs.
I need a separate play
All
call.
right, this is
That's what sometimes Patriots fans say about
Andrew
Belichick.
Morgan.
And
Because I love the plays he
Well,
designs.
he's-
He's a genius.
Who did
There
you
you
put
go.
it for?
Speaking of Shanahan,
Oh,
you think
Joe
that's a
Judge.
coaching tree?
All right.
Head coaching tree?
That's wrong.
No, it's
Jared's like, oh, Sean McVay and all these coaches were
All
all under Kyle
Yes,
Shanahan.
they are.
They
He
just work-
coached
they
on
work
the
together.
same
No,
team.
he is the
No.
OC, and he was a wide receivers coach. He worked under Shanahan.
Yeah, but
yeah,
you're
but
going
they
off
only
the
count,
head coach's
They only
scheme.
count it when they're a head coach.
Exactly.
When they work under.
Exactly.
Not an OC, but
All right.
I guess it's close.
Sirianni, unless you
I would.
highly value team building,
I understand
might be
the
one of the
case.
worst coaches here.
I understand the case with Sirianni. The one
He's
Honestly,
the
shocking.
worst coach.
It's just
McDermott
the
is so
team, and he
bad.
built like the best team in the league. But honestly, his play calling and in-game stuff isn't as good as like half these guys. Is my God, anyone can just run the ball 50 times a game and win.
All right, next up, offensive rookie of the year. We got
This is
Brock
this is
Purdy,
close.
Kenny Walker, Garrett Wilson, who I don't think should be here. I'm just being honest. It should be
Wilson?
Olave.
I think
I think Wilson's the best.
maybe deserves to be.
It literally should only be 2 people.
I'm going with
I
Walker.
want
If
everyone to
Walker's
get back to
going
my
with
picks.
I'm going with Kenneth Walker. Yeah.
All right.
Kenny should win it no matter what, but if Brees Hall stayed injured, it would be one of those two.
Okay, Brees would have won if he stayed in, and Brock if he played the whole year and stayed like.
That's why my
fine.
asterisk's there. I have an asterisk next to my vote. Then I vote for someone else.
Okay.
Give Brock Purdy his.
Oh my God! You moved Wilson over to Walker.
Yes,
Okay.
Why?
easily.
I don't hate it because honestly I think Wilson might be the best rookie receiver in total or collectively, but Kenny was like so good, man.
If he didn't miss those 6 games, he could have had well over 14.
If
He
he
missed
started
those
like
6
he
games.
damn well should have,
Okay, then like your Brock Purdy argument is gone.
That's
by
why I
that
have an
logic.
asterisk to his name. I gave it to the player who played from day one.
Okay.
I gave it to the player who won the
By that
Rookie of the
logic.
Leagues. I gave it to the player who made a more impact on his team when they lost Breeze.
Okay.
Okay, who's
Oh,
Breeze?
oh, oh,
Who was
okay.
their
I thought
who
you
was
were
their
talking
other
about Brock.
weapons?
Better
I thought
stats than
Brock.
Garrett Wilson.
Who was their other weapons?
what? What are you talking about?
I think
Kenny had better stats than Garrett.
yeah, I think Wilson
These are
is underrated a
this
little
is
bit,
rushing
but
yards. This is
I
receiving.
don't know. Kenny
Yeah, I
was
know. Still,
I think.
Kenny
Six
overrated.
less
He also-
games.
Garrett
I'm
Wilson
not
also
saying
played with
Kenny's
Zach
not
Wilson.
good. If I was building a team, I would have Kenny on my team. But I would rather have Wilson. If I was to take one rookie, offensive rookie did in the entire thing, I would rather out of these 3 choices, I would rather have Wilson over Kenny.
All right.
Not only that, because wide receivers more valuable than running backs. Personally, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. In conclusion, Brees would have won if he played the whole year.
Easily.
I agree.
I love Brees the Beast. I love that guy.
Oh, speaking of rookies.
Go Iowa State.
Speaking of rookies and the fact that there was a 7th rounder going off in the AFC Championship, we can all agree that drafting rookies in the first round is like the drafting running backs in the first round is like the dumbest thing
I
ever.
don't
Right?
like it. They're so replaceable, honestly.
They are
Yeah.
replaceable. Like it
Look
is
at Kenneth Walker.
Look at Elijah Mitchell.
Elijah Mitchell was good.
Look at Brees Hall.
He was.
First
He might
round
be the
pick.
best.
He was a 5th round pick. We took
Oh,
Trey
okay, yeah.
Sermon in the 2nd round.
yeah, like
Zeke, number 4 overall pick, I think.
I don't get
So
why
what's your
I don't get why
value?
you're taking running backs and like
Give us
like,
money.
He gave him his money. Now he's gone.
No, he's gone.
Sucks.
No, he's there for the 1 year. Let's get the tutties up. All right, defensive rookie of the year.
I
Hutch,
actually have no
Sauce,
idea who I want.
Tariq.
This is tough.
It's
I think
I
it's
literally have
Sauce.
no idea who I want here.
I think it's Hutch. Hutch had more interceptions
Oh, yeah, that's
than
true.
Sauce Gardner. He plays D-line.
It's
Sauce is a corner.
The one where Hutch was like
Sauce
camping on the
wasn't
sideline and then
Yeah,
he
it's
picked
just
it
because
off.
he
That was
walked down
awesome.
everybody.
Sauce. They wouldn't even.
He's a
even
coverage
at
corner.
target. Where's the targets? I guarantee he was targeted way less.
I think I'm wrong, but I think Sauce might have led the league in pass breakups.
I
think
think
he did.
he
Yeah.
led the league in like
And
No, he led rookies in
pass
pass
yards.
yards.
allowed.
He
Yeah.
did his job.
Sauce is
He may
Tariq
have
was
not
behind
turned
him
it
in
over.
every single stat, and then he
I'll
beat
go
him in
Hutch.
interceptions. I'm picking Tariq.
I think. The other day, Anderson did the king of the two Jets, but I think it's pretty obvious the two Jets deserve it. The Jets had.
The Jets
The
arguably had the
Jets
best
had
draft.
a draft.
The Jets arguably had the best draft. Well, not arguably, but I think
They are a quarterback away from being a good,
They're,
great
all right,
team.
let's say they're one Aaron Rodgers away.
One Lamar Jackson away.
either
That's
Lamar
not
or
happening.
Aaron
Do you
Rodgers.
think they have one of the best drafts of all time?
As
I
of
would
right now,
say
they-
that.
Yeah,
I would
but
say
it's
that.
up
In
there.
recent memory, yes.
We don't know. 'cause
No,
there's
as
so
long
many
as
recent
ones.
memory.
As long as all those guys like stay healthy and stay on the right team,
I'm pretty
that's
sure
a great draft.
Richard Sherman, Bobby,
Yeah.
Here's my.
who else? Fuck.
I don't
Richard
know.
Sherman, Bobby, Russell Wilson, and Earl Thomas were all picked in the same draft.
I don't think that's right.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Don't be throwing out random things if you don't know if they're true or not.
I do not think that's true.
Offensive player of the year. Patrick
Alright.
Mahomes,
I'm
Jalen
just
Hurts,
not
Tyreek
giving this
Hill,
to a,
Jay
QB.
Jettis.
But you can't do that. How can you be the MVP? I'm not saying this is what you should be, but how can you be the MVP and not the best offensive player?
I just don't think
No,
this
I
should be
agree.
given to QBs.
I think if
That's
the MVP is going to be a
unbiased.
quarterback exclusive award, give the offensive player of the year the award, but it's not. It's a thing.
To non-quarterbacks.
So how? Granted, if it was non-quarterbacks, I would give it to Hill.
Hill. What?
Are you
Tyreek
kidding?
Hill?
Yeah, he missed games. He was on a record-breaking pace.
Record-breaking pace, but did he actually break those records?
So was Jay
Well,
Jettis. But did Jay
Brock
Jettis
Purdy
break the
played the whole
records?
season. He'd be 17-0 and the greatest QB to ever live. So on pace.
16-1, but he didn't lose to the Chiefs still. I believe in that. It was before we got McCaffrey.
I think it would easily be Jay Jettis. That's my pick.
I'm just not giving this to it.
But I'm picking Mahomes
That's all I care about.
because
But exactly.
he's the MVP. How can you not be the best? offensive
First
player?
in yards, first in touchdowns in the Super Bowl. Even though that has nothing to do with it, but he's still alive.
He can't win both, right?
He can.
He can.
Which is
That's
so
the
dumb.
sad part.
If they
Because-
exclusify, I guess, if they made it just like exclusive to
I'm behind. Where am I?
to like receivers to anything but quarterbacks, yeah, I would probably give it to
You're
Jets.
anonymous pumpkin.
Realistically,
Anonymous pumpkin.
if it was like no MVP could win Offensive Player of the Year, whoever doesn't win MVP between Hurts or Mahomes should get this, but I just don't want to give it to QB. So, but yeah, probably Hurts should have gotten
The baby. All right. Defensive player of the year. Dick needs some milk. Ball sack probably wins it.
it. You
And
will.
he deserves it.
People just weren't talking about Chris Jones. this year.
All I'm gonna say, Chris Jones
Chris
did not
Jones.
shut down during the playoffs.
Curse.
That is true.
It's on a playoff award.
Chris Jones.
So I think his impact is.
Chris
a little
also
important.
had better stats than Micah.
Well,
Let's just say Micah had the most touchdowns out of these three. So that's it. That's my argument.
No, I think the race was
Bosa.
very clearly at the beginning between Bosa and Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Then Parsons fell off,
Mm-hmm.
and I think right now
The
Chris
first
Jones
like
is
4
obviously
weeks
the
was
runner.
Parsons.
I think so too. He had the highest
I
double
think-
team rate and highest success rate. So I'll give it a Bosa, but
Bosa deserves it.
All right. And MVP.
realistically,
Josh
there's only
Allen,
two
Joe
options
Burrow,
here.
Jay Jettis, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, I
two
had
options.
Mahomes.
Josh Allen sticks out like a
Mahomes
sore
and
thumb
Joe
on
Burrow
me.
are the only two options on this list.
Fucking awful.
I meant the wrong spot.
What a poopy butt.
Patty Mahomes just grows his legacy.
I go Mahomes.
You should erase.
I did erase Josh Allen.
He is-
Josh Allen should not even be there.
I erased his
After like
name.
after the last like
Can you
5
believe,
weeks he
bro?
had.
Can we put Geno Smith there? For having better
Oh,
stats than
we didn't talk about comeback player of the year because you can't really put stats on it. But Geno's a lot
Christian
better.
McCaffrey.
That I think honestly that might be the closest one. Comeback play of the year.
It
Because
was
Saquon.
Saquon was
McCaffrey.
obviously good. McCaffrey was obviously going to be
Yeah,
good.
but they were all
Geno Smith sat the bench for
I think
11
that's
years.
the only thing.
Geno should win it,
Yes.
But Saquon helped elevate had his best year of his career, better than his rookie year, second year. I don't remember which year it was. Had the best year of his career. CMC, I feel like I don't want to talk about, nor do I need to talk about.
He's him.
Him, the 49ers don't.
I'd say Gino because he was more important
He's him.
than the other guys.
The Seahawks were projected to go like 13 and
I put my
like
ranking
3
for
and
this one, so
14.
I want
Yeah,
you guys
3 and
think.
14,
And then
we
they made the playoffs.
I ranked them, so I want to see what you guys think.
Dude, I don't even know why is Jefferson why is Jefferson even on here? He's obviously not gonna win MVP. He's a receiver.
Jalen Hurts.
Didn't they changed it to
top
top
of Jay Jettis.
5?
When is the last time? Yeah, it's because we
Bro,
got Allen
no,
on
no.
here who obviously doesn't
Yeah.
deserve on here, so someone took him off.
Yeah.
When is the last time a non-QB won?
It was Peterson.
Peterson.
It
Like,
was, it was on the quiz.
Derrick Henry should have got it when he rushed for 2,000.
Yep,
That's
he
all I'm
should have.
saying.
I have my early pick for next year.
didn't he get offensive player of the year?
Christian McCaffrey's winning MVP next year.
I agree. High five.
They're not giving it to a running back.
He's gonna
It's
get,
gonna be a
he's gonna
receiver,
get-
if anything.
He's gonna get 1,000 yards receiving and rushing.
Unless
If
Yeah,
anything,
but
Jefferson-
that's what I
The problem
if anything,
is,
if anything, Jefferson has a better
he has
chance to win it next
he's
year.
gonna have
Unless-
the best team around him.
unless
so he's
someone
gonna-
breaks-
That's what I
he's not
said.
that valuable.
I'm the one that said that hot take. I said
He's gonna have-
McCaffrey's going to have 1,000 receiving yards and rushing yards.
He already had.
He might. Well,
And you
according to
can't
Tara,
say
they
that
give
and then
him-
say
don't
the
give him that much
49ers
mercy.
lost.
Andrew,
the
I'll
trade.
give you both my keepers for Christian McCaffrey.
Both your
No,
keepers for Christian.
we're not doing
McCaffrey.
this right now.
All right, Cowboys move on from Kellen Moore and their QB coach.
I'll
So,
get back to you.
and just like that,
He's bad.
he is with the Chargers now.
If
So,
you give me your back to back.
People are not happy about that. either.
yeah, good luck to
He's my,
him.
he's my two.
He's gonna get bullied by the 4
You give
Chargers
me a
fans.
keeper
so.
and one of your picks, and then.
All right, the Pro Bowl.
you
It's
can
coming
have
up whenever. No one cares. No one's gonna watch it.
He's where he belongs. A Pro Bowler.
CMC gets in because they watch the pod and they know that Jared's been campaigning for McCaffrey to make it.
He deserves it.
You know who doesn't deserve it?
Tyler
Tyler
Huntley.
Let him be.
Segue.
I'm so sorry, but he had more interceptions than touchdowns.
So who are the other quarterbacks in it?
Geno Smith,
No, it's my AFC.
AFC.
Huntley,
Tyler
Derek Carr, and Trevor
not
Lawrence.
Tyler Lawrence. Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ, dude, that is
Derek
Yes.
What?
I said Tyler Lawrence. the Pro Bowl.
Trevor Lawrence deserves it.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
But Joe Burrow, why is Joe Burrow now not playing? He's opted out.
Yeah.
Because they were expected to make the Super Bowl. That's what it was.
Sorry, all
It's really
seven.
just like the back.
Niners with the most now.
I don't.
And Derek Carr made the Pro Bowl. So I got that as a piece of my argument against
Nobody
Austin.
watched the Pro Bowl, but the last time
I'm watching the dodgeball.
The last time I remember seeing a clip about the Pro Bowl was right before.
Mac Jones gritty.
Oh,
That's
That,
the only
I
thing
forgot
remember.
about that. But other
That's
than
the only
that,
thing I remember.
it was the day Kobe died. So like
That is like a
those two.
Did it go
3 years ago?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not watching the actual flag football game, but I'll watch the dodgeball. I'll watch the cat shit. I'll watch
I
the
don't
tic
even
tac
watch that,
toe.
man.
The one where they have the corner sit right there, and then they have the quarterback throw into the.
Like
The only
goals.
thing I remember of
The
the
point
Pro
goals
Bowl
when
is
they
she
did
won
it.
the awards and
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs jumping through a table.
Basically just playing dodgeball.
I'm so.
All right, guys. It's time for the most important prediction of the year. Who are you guys taking in the Pro Bowl? Just read off your thing.
Yeah, read off your
You
thing.
know, I've been so invested. I've been looking at this my whole life, and I think I'd come to the conclusion that I would rather kill myself than watch this game.
Sule, what is your prediction?
Yeah, same with Luke. I've been looking since the beginning of the season. I've been looking long and hard at all these players, on who deserves it, who's going to win.
I'll go last.
Angie?
And I've also come to the conclusion that I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I think that if you tune into this game, you should be immediately relocated to a psych ward.
Yep.
And have fun with that.
Imagine being the loser that buys tickets to this game.
Where is it?
You guys.
Vegas.
I have
Vegas.
no idea. Oh yeah,
That was a quiz question.
I volunteered to
the
say
quiz,
Andrew's
the
answer.
quiz question that I got 0 right on.
Did I
Uh,
volunteer to say Andrew's answer?
my prediction is. Oh, you want to pay me $1?
No.
My prediction is nobody
Do
cares.
it. Do it.
The
NFC is obviously winning it.
My choice though, is I feel like Gino's gonna throw for at least
I'm
500.
going
You
Eagles.
got NFC side of the table. AFC.
Yes, he's obviously winning it, but honestly,
NFC.
who gives a shit?
I'm betting the under on
NFC.
McCaffrey's in it.
tackles made.
Yeah, that works too.
Alright, who has the most dodgeball eliminations?
Stephon
Geno
Diggs.
Smith.
George Kittle.
Geno Smith's gonna absolutely throw rocks.
Derek Carr.
All right. Now probably the biggest news. Tom Brady retires again, but maybe
I
not.
don't
But
believe
good,
it.
get the fuck out of here. The Cowboys sent him packing. Get out of here.
I refuse
That's
to
so
believe it
funny,
until the season
Dylan.
starts. And even then, I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
You guys seen the meeting? The
I don't believe it.
Niners, they're 5. Tom Brady's Niners are 5-1 on the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
What? Today, Junior. Hey, Dylan's hating on Tom Brady and all, but he has more championships in the Cowboys franchise.
He has a much responsibility in any franchise.
He's more championships than anyone.
Yeah.
Like, arguing
Specifically
about
Cowboys.
Tom Brady with any other fan base is like, I want to just say that he has more rings than you'll like ever see, like ever. But it's just,
I never.
if I say it,
discredited the man.
Hey.
I just said good thing he's gone.
If Tom Brady was
Fuck
really
him.
to go, he would have stayed with New England and won.
Jennifer Lopez has more rings in
That's
the past since
partially
1999 than the Cowboys.
I think he should have stayed.
Cowboys did. With 5.
where does his statue go at Gillette? Next to
Direct-
that big ass tower.
He's center of the field.
Yeah, I was about to say that directly.
No one cares anymore.
Midfield.
Teams are relevant now. Put him in the center of the field.
They need to give Drew Bledsoe. He
No, no,
becomes the logo.
Michael, the red one.
injured?
Yeah, for getting injured.
Michael, they can't put us
Our
in the
only first
Revolution
pick
point.
in
They're more
history.
relevant
Thank you
than
for getting injured.
the New England Revolution played Gillette more relevant than the Patriots, so we can't put
Are there statues for
Soccer
football players? Does it have
relevant when
it?
it's not the World Cup?
Like who?
Like outside
It's
of
not-
all,
You know,
this,
he
they
needs to
have
turn
a
out
Nick
the Red Bird
Foles
first
and
in the
Doug
league, man.
Peterson
He needs to
statue
turn
outside
out.
the.
I knew that actually. Yeah, I remember seeing something about
No,
Nick
you
Foles.
go to a Fort game.
Correct me
you
if
go behind the
I'm wrong. They
I
got
should-
eliminated in the first round after being the 1 seed.
Wait, who did?
Yes.
There's only two rounds.
So they got eliminated
Yeah.
in the first round.
Oh, they have the
I
shitty
was-
college football playoff.
I was
rule?
at
Oh
that
my
game.
god, that is awful.
They didn't buy league.
Wait, who? What?
All right, can we get
Alright,
off soccer?
so-
Yeah, well, I mean, well, I'm talking about
So one guy retires, one guy unretires, and gets traded for a third round pick for a first and a second, and that is Sean Payton. When's the last time a coach has been traded?
Wasn't fucking I saw something.
The Saints got more for Sean Payton than the
different
Niners
sport,
did
but the
McCaffrey.
Celtics traded Doc Rivers
Technically,
for a first round pick to the
You get
Clippers.
compensation.
Yeah, but it's not like a pick; it's like money.
I think the Saints.
Well, there was a coach who got you two first round for
What?
two first round picks for
I'm
him.
pretty sure he got traded. That's what
Sean
it was.
Gruden?
Yeah.
Andrew, I don't know where you come up with these things, but I don't know what goes on in your brain.
They got Russell.
John Gruden.
No,
It was
Sean
traded.
Gruden was traded
Was any of them
from the
Fuck
Tampa
you!
I'm just saying, where does it come
Green
from?
Raiders for 2 first round picks and a second.
I know my shit.
John
Okay.
Gruden they got more for John Gruden than Sean Payton. What's up with that?
I think he's
Oh
washed.
my god, can we talk about this guy?
This is gonna be a colossal fail if the Broncos don't make the playoffs. You just gave.
I don't think
all
they
of
will.
it.
I think they will.
I think they are.
They're
I don't
gonna
think they're
figure
going
something
And
out.
Gordon,
You can
What
already
they're
see the
expected to
change.
do this
Gordon
year-
Hackett only won.
But you can
Which
already
wasn't
no.
good.
Watching this season, you can see the change after Hackett was gone already. With Payton there, I think he's completely different.
Yeah.
I don't.
They lost both
They go
games by
10
a
and
field goal.
7.
I think they will slightly miss the playoffs.
Speaking of losing games by 1 possession,
D'Amico Ryans, I love you.
I don't think losing games by 1 possession, like, that's just like variance at that point. Like in any sport, like when you lose close games like that, like it just shows that you're able to like play deep like that. So, like especially when you watch the Patriots end of that season, it's like it's more like a nerd stat thing.
The
But
Cowboys.
like how many like 1 possession games was it? It was the Vikings. Like
Oh,
they were
they were 11-0.
Yeah.
Before the playoffs in 1 possession games.
Oh my God.
Like all like stuff like that. Like you can either be like really good or really bad based off how you play in that. But it's the teams that play in a lot of blowouts versus the teams that play in 1 possession games. It really swings their record. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you got this one.
D'Amico Ryans, I love you. Thank you for everything you did for my boys.
He didn't do anything. It was all the good players on that team that did everything.
You know,
We'll see with the.
good luck.
Texans.
He's
Back
gonna
at your,
get fired after
good
1
luck
year.
back at your home where you played.
That's
Please
pretty cool.
don't take our players.
Like Dan Campbell.
Leave Jimmy Ward for us at least.
I saw something
Kyle
that he was
Got
on.
traded to Houston.
I saw something
That will
that
never happen.
I saw something that he was
He's
on.
a Niner for life now. If he gets traded, I go with him. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Whoa, no, you can't retract that. That's a crazy statement.
Texans fan.
Yo,
But also,
Jimmy G's also leaving.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. Where's he going to win games next, guys?
Bucks.
Tampa Bay.
I think Bucks after that.
I think
He was always destined to replace Tom Brady. You don't know where it was supposed to be,
But Jimmy,
Derek Carr is gonna
I think he's
go.
going to the Jets.
we had a nice run, Jimmy.
Derek
It
Carr
doesn't hurt to
with
see you
Commanders.
go, but
He probably
we had a nice run. Made it to the Super Bowl. One overthrow cost us the game, but it's okay. I don't love you, but have fun.
Okay.
We'll kick your ass eventually.
All right.
Love you.
All right. NBA, Andrew, you got the first.
We'll save that for last. I
Why?
think that's like the
No,
most important
no.
thing.
The most important things first.
The
That's
least
all I'm
important
gonna
one
ask.
is Luka's
It's gonna
injury
take
because he's a
the. It's gonna
bum.
take the longest start off.
The
with.
Luka injury didn't even matter. He dropped 50 points after he came
Shut
back.
up. He's lower on the fucking weight rankings now because of that.
Wow, he
Oh,
just-
padding his stats.
didn't he come in and like score like 2 points and got injured and now it's like just
He scored 0 points, had 2 assists, and got hurt.
sucks to suck.
He got hurt within 2 minutes.
Jesus.
He's still within
That's
0.2 of NBA.
He dropped 50 on the first game back. We love you, Luka. Future goal right there. Can we talk about it?
Oh,
I
There's
think he
been
might
Talk
be.
about it enough.
I
been
think
one
he
that
might be
keeps
the
doing
only
it.
person that's close to breaking the scoring record.
There's been 3 players in NBA history who's
Just
had
if he
more,
stays
who's
healthy.
had over 5 2-point games in their first 5 seasons. Luka, LeBron, and Jordan is next.
before we get into another NBA topic, I was watching the Celtics game earlier before this. The Celtics put up 46 points in the first quarter.
Dylan was talking about that too.
Luka put up 24.
Tatum had 18 points, which outscored the Nets entirely. And then
Yeah, on page 100. How much you get? 50. Bro,
He
suck.
sat the second quarter.
they're winning by.
Should got 75.
I can't even do math. Is that 40? That's 43. They're winning by 43 right now with 4 minutes to go.
Andrew?
Nicholas lost a brother.
Andrew wants to talk about the refs.
There's something wrong.
Let's talk about the
with
refs.
these
Let's talk about the refs.
There's something wrong about this sport now. The NFL might
They're
be
giving us the ring for Bill Russell. As simple as that.
Yeah, it's that
Oh.
the most overrated player in history.
They give
number
you
one.
guess the ring for Kobe. They're gonna give us one.
We
for
literally
Bill.
had the best team, and we were going to win it regardless.
Dude, it was the bubble.
I knew it. Huh?
What?
Huh? I knew it. You choked against the Heat.
You showed what?
Choked against the Heat.
POV. LeBron doesn't get a foul called on him.
This
is
is
crazy.
LeBron needs this after because he got a foul called on him.
No, I showed that to my dad. Oh my fucking god. The amount of shit talking.
So number one, the ref that was reffing 38-0 in Celtics first.
How the fuck do you know that?
That's not true.
36.
That's also not true.
How do you track a single ref
Look it
stat
up
in a
yourself.
game?
I guarantee you it's not that. You
It's
can actually-
36 and
you can-
something.
That was just completely made
It's
up.
36 and something within the past 2 years. Of
That's
him
not
reffing the
true.
game.
That is not
They
true.
don't track ref stats.
They can track that. It's probably pretty
Yes,
easy.
and
The league
But that's-
stats it,
that
like,
is not
behind
true.
Closed doors. They
And it
don't show
turns
that
out
to
in real
people.
life, he's a Celtics fan.
His family is, and the Lakers
People
fan, your
find this
toxic
shit.
ass fan base
Yeah,
just
what
like
the fuck?
doxed his entire family
Yeah.
for no reason. There's no need to do that.
19 free throws to 45.
Okay.
And Jared was
Okay,
watching the game.
I was
Tatum gets
Yeah,
hit
no,
by
why
Danny Phantom. Breaks a wide open layup. He gets a tech and 4 free
Oh no,
throws.
that was
You gotta
when,
tech-
no,
he's
no,
crying
no,
for
that
a
was when
bitch.
Dennis Schroeder smacked him on the arm.
No, he did not.
And then just laid on the ground and got a technical foul.
Bro,
He did.
move out of the way.
We watched the replay. He went up. He missed the layup. Called a foul. He went down on the ground because he was pissed.
Yeah, but then he
I
just
thought
like
he- I
he
thought
just
he
laid on
slipped.
the ground and started crying like a baby
I
for
see
no
the
reason.
thing is the Lakers are just a bunch of bitches and they just play the game.
The Lakers are easily the biggest, like the most bitchy team. In the
They're the most failed team in
It's
this
happened
ever. They
9
were the
times this year.
13 seed with one of the best players of all time on their
The
roster.
best player of all time.
Alright.
13 seed with the
See
best
that?
player of all time on their roster.
Ain't his fault. We all know that. It ain't his fault.
I think it is. Or maybe the fact
Yeah,
that
take
your
it
team
away.
doesn't know how to build a
Alright.
roster.
Points per game.
We did.
Luka got
Until
hurt, so Embiid
Westbrook
took
came
it.
through.
33.6. Wait, how many does Luka have?
33.4.
He's only 0.2 behind. Assists, I don't even need to go over this again. Halliburton,
He's
been
a
there for-
robot.
he's
How do you
been there
get
forever.
10.2 every single game?
I have no clue.
Every week.
He probably gets like
Every week.
11 and then goes down like 9. Goes back to 11, back down to 9.
Robot.
Alright, rebounds, not Saboner, still 12.4. Top 3 teams, Celtics, Nuggets, Bucks.
Cheap.
Celtics 36-15, Nuggets 1 game behind. Actually, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
one game behind the Celtics.
Fat Lever didn't die.
35-16. Bucks 34-17.
You heard me.
Bottom three: Rockets, Pistons, Spurs. Rockets 12-38. Pistons 13-38. Spurs 14-37.
Look at you, 52 points to beat the Pistons.
Yeah, that's it. That's depressing. All right.
Pelicans are
W streaks: Wizards, Bucks. Wizards 6-game streak. Bucks 5-game streak.
I think that says the Wizards.
Talk about the Pelicans, bro. 9-game losing streak.
The best 3 players are out.
CJ
who's the highest-
Who's the highest winning streak? I don't think this is the Wizards. I think it's the Wizards.
You lads, the point
Kendrick
guard.
Nunn turns into Michael Jordan as soon as he leaves the
He's the
Lakers.
point guard for the Washington Wizards, huh?
Horrible. All of his stats are dropping.
6 L's.
I hate it.
No, they're not playing him.
Because of Jonathan Isaac.
11 points compared to 11.7.
Isn't it
His
the
true
trade
shooting
deadline
went up
coming
at
up?
least.
Trade deadline's coming
Went
up for
down.
NBA, right?
It went down. Oh.
Trade deadline comes up at around the same time as NBA, and yeah.
It's next
yeah.
week,
What?
What?
February 9th.
I've only heard. I haven't seen any.
Mavericks
rumors about
better
it.
make a move.
I think you guys.
Get Luka help.
You guys trade for
please.
you guys are gonna trade for a third option. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I feel like it's gonna happen.
I just want to
need
see
a third
Westbrook go.
option.
What do you need?
A second option.
You need any
I don't think you guys are gonna trade for a
need
second
help.
option because there's no second option in the market. I think
Volble. Do you want Westbrook for Luke Cornett?
What do you what?
If he doesn't get traded, I'm done.
We're gonna says you, Celtics fan, trade me your players.
We're
If
gonna
we don't trade Westbrook, I'm done.
We're trading.
I'm done.
We're trading Pritchard. You want Pritchard for Westbrook?
Oh fuck yeah, white guy, let's go.
He's the 6th man of the year, Andrew.
What?
I'm shooting 33% every
Alright,
game.
Westbrook
Yeah.
is not the 6th man of the year. It's obviously Malcolm Brogdon.
No,
It's
stats don't lie.
It is obviously Willie. No, Willie Cousins. No. JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
Westbrook's almost averaging a triple double off the bench.
All right.
No, this hockey's not here.
NHL. Yeah, I flipped it because I figured we'd talk about NBA more than NHL. A trade happened.
Bo Rat trade.
All right, ready? And I wanted Andrew to say all these names. Go ahead.
Bo Horvat.
Yep.
Horvat. Traded to the Islanders for first round pick. Does that mean anything in NHL?
Yes,
Yes.
that's a lot. That's like
First round pick. Means
first round
everything
pick is
in every
everything.
league.
Second round pick's okay. 3rd through 7th
What
basically.
team? What team did he come
AHL
from?
players.
First round. All right. First
What
round.
team was he traded from?
The Canucks.
Oh.
He only has 1 year left on his contract.
What's the
They're
Islanders
obviously
kept
going
the
to extend him. Did they?
Yeah, no, they didn't yet.
Islanders kept
He
the dart now?
was traded to the Islanders. First round pick Anthony
Canucks kept the dart.
Bavillier.
Bavillier. Hey, it ended in ER like my favorite
They
word.
literally just bashed you
And,
on a keyboard for that guy's name.
Aturati.
Yep.
That is an
a big
insane
trade.
overpay. I feel
It's crazy for a guy who they might only have for 1 year.
that's why
He
I'm glad.
doesn't need to resign.
That's why I'm glad the Bruins stayed out of it because they don't really
They don't
need attack.
They're literally the best.
They can't-
on record
they
to be
can't-
the best team ever.
The whole thing about trading for Patrick Kane is like, you guys gonna ask for a first round pick that we don't need to give up. So
Yeah, but it's gonna be 32nd or 31st.
the thing about I saw something rumored that they wanted Taves or how the pronounce his name.
Yeah. And then do they need another center though? I
No.
don't think so.
Zaka's their third line center, and so
He needs to play more. That dude's
yeah,
insane.
he is.
Andrew, you wanna run through this quickly?
I don't even want to read it. It's literally the exact same
It's your
thing.
job, do it.
McDavid has 92 points in
God.
50 games.
Kirill the
That is insane.
Is that
Kirill the
record?
Thril's better.
No, it's not
Breaking
record breaking. No, it's
No.
not even close. The
Is it like on
90s,
pace?
no, 90s, 80s, goalies were just non-existent. They would just
Bring
stand
hockey
there
back.
and people would just goal every
Bring
time.
hockey back.
Oh.
But yeah, 92.
Kirill the Thril's better.
With 41 goals.
So if he plays 30 more games, he's gonna destroy his 123 point season from last year. So yeah, that's kind of insane.
He's gonna be on the cover next year, isn't he?
David, he can be on the cover whenever
Be
he
a girl
wants.
again.
Probably will be. MLB.
All right. The prospect list. Do they have the worst prospect list of all time?
Why is it
It's
half a picture?
The thing ended.
like it genuinely pisses me off. And the World Baseball Classic starts in a month. It's baseball's World Cup.
I think it's so. I love it.
What?
I love the classic.
I love it so much. It's USA, Japan, and Puerto Rico and Dominican, obviously, will probably end up being the best teams. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the top 4.
Wait, so you're telling me that there's a Team USA for baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Otani, Mike Trout,
Ohtani,
Devers.
Yeah,
all on the
Let's
same
try
team.
though.
That's fucking
Devers
nuts.
is an American. You play for your
country.
home country.
He's an American.
The MLB The Show cover. I want you guys' thoughts on this.
I like it.
I
I
it
like
looks
the
good.
design.
It's a cool cover.
There's a better Miami.
I just don't know who the
player
fuck that is.
Yeah.
Sandy Alcantara.
The Marlins.
No, I love. What's his name? Move on. I forgot his name.
You're probably gonna say Stan. It wasn't been on the team in
No.
4
I have
years.
absolutely no
I
clue.
had him in the show.
I
His
like
name was
I like the cover athlete. I just don't. I'm not
This
a fan
is-
of the stupid take a picture
Oh
pose
no, he was on.
instead of like an action pose. He's just,
I like the action poses too,
Julio
but I like
Rodriguez?
vibrant
No.
posts or vibrant.
Where's the
covers.
Babe Ruth cover?
This guy only plays about half the games because he cannot hit against left-handed pitching. So he's a platoon. He's a role player, and he's like
I had him in
the
show.
4th best player on a lottery team, which makes no sense. However, I think the cover is good, but it should have gone to Julio Rodriguez, Michael Harris II, or Devers. And the fact that Mike Trout has never been a cover athlete in his life. He has been in the MLB since 2011. He has been the best player in the MLB since 2011, and he has never been a cover athlete. He is the worst marketed star in sports history.
I think it's like Sidney Crosby. At this point, it's just because he doesn't want to be on the cover. Because like,
And he's marketed awfully too.
yes,
Just like
NHL is terrible at marketing. Like probably easily the worst.
I think it's him.
Dude, that
Why would he be on the
It gets
cover? He's
hit.
on the Rays anyway.
So shit.
The other day,
An hour now.
me, Andrew Dillon, and Isaiah Lopez are
Oh,
man,
I think
so-
I was
In the
told
party.
about this.
And we were talking about
remember this.
the
Yes, you
best
did.
athletes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh my fucking
best athletes in the
god.
world right now, any sport.
Any sport.
Okay,
And
it's
apparently,
all-timer.
according to Andrew,
right now.
any golfer and any tennis player doesn't deserve to be on our list.
Does it?
No,
Doesn't.
no.
Because they're
You're
not
telling
athletes.
me
Partially fair.
Tiger Woods is more athletic than Ronaldo, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant.
I
Any
say-
of
Who
them.
did you guys say was the
Kobe's dead!
Who did you guys say was
Yeah,
the
he's
current
not
best
athletic at all.
athlete?
He can't move.
What did they say the best athlete was? Michael Jordan?
No.
No.
Is it currently or
It
like
was like-
all
We
time?
were talking all the time.
All right.
Michael
Wayne
Phelps.
Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky is.
I'm saying Wilt Chamberlain.
This is my bias, also
He's
because
just
I
tall as
think
fuck.
this is because I
He
also
was playing
think
volleyball in his fucking 50s and 60s.
because I
He's
think
tall
we're
as
gonna
fuck.
sign him next year. I think Shohei Ohtani is objectively the best athlete of all time. Nobody else is doing that.
Hitter and
Nobody
pitcher.
else does what he does.
Can I like put Tiger Woods' name out there? Like you're dissing
I don't know. It depends
But
on
do
your
you know
criteria.
swing at a
Do you-
ball.
I'm
Do
not
you
a
know
big
how
golf
hard
guy,
golf
so.
actually
He's a
Golf?
dominant player though. That's
Golf is way
You
more
will
difficult
never
than
see
you
another
think.
golfer like
Is-
Tiger Woods.
So is Tiger Woods
Never.
like undisputed?
Undisputed
good
GOAT.
Yeah,
golf?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
yeah, I
what
see
gives
that,
him- that's what
because
gives him
he's
his
the
best.
only golfer who I can actually name.
There's
Shooter McGavin, Happy Gilmore.
I think it depends on the criteria.
Happy
Happy
Gilmore
Gilmore
count.
would fuck Tiger Woods.
everyone. Like, Andrew's argument the other day
John Rahm's just
was
fat
that
shit.
Tiger Woods, because he trained himself so good, is the only reason why he's good at golf.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
That's the point.
That's the point. That's
that's
why
how you
he's a
make
good
yourself a
athlete.
better athlete.
That's not an athlete. You literally just stand still, swing at a ball, and you
If
walk.
Ronaldo,
the
if Ronaldo never trained or himself get fat, so he shouldn't be. Since he trained to be good looking and athletic, he shouldn't be up there.
Look at Luka. He's fat and he's still good.
He trains to be good looking. What
Same thing with
fuck is
Jokic.
that
He's a
supposed to
fucking
mean?
fat ass and he's still
I'm sorry,
good.
no, I'm not like that man.
Yeah.
Fat smooch.
But you're telling me Tiger Woods is more athletic than Ronaldo.
I say we're using the word
Again,
athletic
criteria.
wrong.
I said
You're like
We're talking about like
physical
your
skill.
your athlete, physical like
Are you
athleticism.
talking?
Yeah, I'm talking about
We're
pure athlete. I'm not talking about fucking accolades. Don't give a shit about athletes.
I think
I
when we
think
say
athletes
I
matter
think
more.
when we say greatest athlete
If you win
of all
athlete-
time, we're saying like stats and shit. But if we're saying who's the most athletic player of all time, it's gonna
Ronaldo's
be
on
like
top.
it's gonna be like Usain Bolt or
Ronaldo
something like
is a
that.
specimen.
Like
up there.
physical.
Ronaldo-
Well, you can't.
athlete.
They have to
Michael
change the word
Phelps,
from athlete to
Wayne
athletic.
Gretzky.
Athlete to literally an athletic.
He is
I
a
know, but it's two
specimen,
different
Ronaldo.
arguments. One's
Yeah,
like
I'm
physical
100%
Michael Phelps
athlete.
are
One
good
is
too, right?
dominance, pretty
Yeah,
much.
Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
Who's the biker?
Lance Armstrong.
Yes, that guy is different.
What about Usain Bolt?
Usain Bolt.
Usain
Better
Bolt.
athlete than any other sport, than any sports player.
I just depends on the criteria.
I think he's one.
But yeah, again, athletic and athlete.
I would
think
put those-
should be
I
different
would put-
conversations, even though they're the same thing. Like any
I would put Bolt,
Yeah, it's no.
Phelps, and Armstrong above any other sports player.
I think
For best athletes.
I don't even think you could go athletes wise, honestly. There's no way you make a good list with that. Because
all I'm saying.
you could make the argument for anybody that's played multiple sports. Like, oh, Bo Jackson, he played more sports and he was good at them. I don't know how you can
Tony
use
Hawk.
these
Kyler
people.
Murray.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can do that. 'Cause-
Like-
All I'm gonna say, Otis Thorpe is a better athlete than Tiger Woods.
What?
Otis, like
I don't even know who that is.
like shoosh. Shoosh. All right. I think this argument could literally go on forever, so I'm gonna stop it before it starts.
Yeah, because we're also at like
An hour.
75 minutes.
Yes. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.